I know I said I don't trade NFP. Yes, I don't trade NFP, and I didn't trade NFP. Okay, but there was this setup that I saw, very clean setups. It was before the news. Obviously, we are told not to trade before the news, so I didn't trade before the news, and I didn't trade after the news. But my eyes were open, and I saw that setup. It was a break on the Euro USD chart, 5 minutes, and it was so obvious. It was so obvious, okay? So I was so tempted to take that trade, but I didn't, okay? Actually, I wasn't tempted. I just thought that this could be a good trade, but I'm not taking it, okay? So what I'm trying to say is that we are going to look at that pattern right now and see how we can utilize it, maybe with the time that there's no news or the time that there's news but they've passed, okay? Yeah, now let's go to the charts and see how we could have benefited from that trade. It's actually a breaker. A high is taken out, you take a low, you retrace that range that takes that low, then boom, you go to the sell-side liquidity. That's how it happened. I know if you're an ICT trader or church people, I know you understand what I'm saying, okay? So let's get to it and see how we could have benefited from that trade breaker. And I'm out. I'm not really out, I'm just going to the charts and showing you how these things go. Stay tuned. So my people, this is what I'm telling you. You can see how this setup was presenting itself. Let's go to the charts, and you can see this place with an X here. That's a liquidity pool, okay? And once this green candle rated that high, you can see it traded it high, it catch a wick, it left a wick there, but then dropped again, breaking this low here with a bulb. The low with a bulb that represent break of market structure, okay? Once I saw that, I understand that once there's a breaker, and it's also a very powerful setup according to Mr. Michael, okay? Once I saw that, and there was a fair value gap marked gray here, once I saw that phenomenon start to appear, and it was ahead of NFP news, I said to myself, okay, where will these people attack? What are they aiming for? So I came just here, I saw this is a low, and this is a low. What reside below this low? Obviously, yeah, you got it right. Sell-side liquidity. What about here? Yeah, exactly, sell-side liquidity. And once you understand the concept of liquidity pools, and you see this setup here, you know right away that these lows gonna be taken out, and they did. Let's go to that slide. Just have a look, exactly as we highlighted. Consecutive encroachment, break of market structure, liquidity pool swept, okay? They swept the liquidity first, then they broke this structure, leaving a fair value gap. See how these people broke this low with a big beefy candle here, then left a fair value gap. The algo came and filled it until it didn't get out of here until the news came. The news came out, okay? Why would they do that? Obviously, that this was a way of making sure that during the news, they used this rally low to induce traders to get into the market, okay? If you know how this trade unfolded, this was just for the first, let's say, like 25 minutes to 15 minutes. This trade later went upwards, okay? So the targets was here and here. This was the major targets. And once you got this type of target, even if you're trading, first you shouldn't trade NFP, bros. You shouldn't trade NFP before. Okay, you can trade NFP, but after the news, okay? After the news. Because even if it respected this area here, it could have as well decided to go for these highs here and this order block here, okay? This high and this order block, but it respected this. It sent price lower, hit this sell-side liquidity, and hit this sell-side liquidity. So what I want you to understand is that I think a breaker pattern is also a good pattern. We can see it here too. A high taken out, break of structure. You can see it here. Then fair value gap, then short. What are you targeting? Exactly, sell-side liquidity. You can see we have a magnet here already. Yeah, that's how the breaker work, and we shall explore this on the journey to being funded in depth, okay? So until next time, we'll see you on the next. Exactly. I hope you understand now that how a breaker works. And it was during NFP. You can see these things respect price action, but it's us who don't respect our risk, and it's us who become impatient, it's us who become greedy, and we have some type of emotion. Okay, so if you can submit to price action and to time, okay, if you can submit to price action and also submit to time, you can have success in this. It's not hard. We have this, bros. We have this. We got this. We got this. This is ours to take home. Okay, so whatever we do, make sure that you follow the rules, you stick to your plan, don't over risk. We take it step by step, we be patient. Over time we will get there, we'll get to where we want to go. Okay, so it's Kev the Analyst, and it's been a pleasure not to be your mentor. It's been a pleasure to be not a financial advisor. Actually, I'm not a financial advisor as usual. I'm just a man making ends meet. Until next time.